Welcome to All at Once, a podcast dedicated to raising multiples because life with multiples deserves its own space.
Whether you're expecting twins, already deep in the chaos, or simply curious about life with multiples, you're in the right place.
We're Sinead and Gabby, two mums with 5 kids between us, including 2 sets of twins.
Sharing honest, unfiltered stories about the highs, the lows, and everything in between.
This is a safe space to laugh, cry, and feel understood, all at once.
Let's jump in. Hi, Morgan. Welcome to All at Once. We're so excited for this chat today. For so many women, becoming a mum changes everything, but becoming a mum to twins while navigating elite sport, returning to competition, and spending time away from your babies brings a whole different layer of challenges. We're super excited to get into all of that. But for anyone who might not know you, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, your athletic journey, and your family?
Oh my God. I always find it so daunting having to talk about myself. Yes, my name is Morgan. I'm a dual Olympian. I am a mother to twin girls, Honey and Maya. And to be honest, I just feel like it's such a special group to be part of, the twin community. And I've found that as time goes on. And yeah, I'm married to my hot, sexy husband that I'm obsessed with, Tom. You're going to hear a lot about him this podcast.
I love that.
But yeah, no, just getting back into the groove of things, really.
I love how casually you say all of that because you've been to the Olympics twice.
I feel like Tokyo doesn't count because of COVID. So it's like, I went to 2, but one wasn't, it didn't shape up to be what I thought it would be, obviously. So
I know,
I've
but girl,
been
it
to
definitely
none. I've been to
counted.
none. So you're doing
All that training and hard work, I can only imagine. Well,
Yeah.
we'll definitely want to get into how you've balanced being a twin mum and your incredible career. But before we get into all of that, let's go right back to the beginning. Can you talk us through your journey to falling pregnant with the twins?
Oh my gosh. You're going to learn so much about me. And I feel like this is the first time I've actually spoken about this ever.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
Well, we're
obviously
honoured.
my friends know, yeah. Because I said to Tom, it wasn't ever something, it happened so quick. I remember I got home from filming Survivor and I hadn't seen Tom for about 6 to 8 weeks, no contact at all. And again, I told you I'm obsessed with this man.
We know how
so
the story ends.
Yeah. I remember getting home and I'm like, whatever happens, happens. We had a little date night out on the Mornington Peninsula. And we'd been talking about kids, but it wasn't like the number one thing on our radar. We wanted a few more holidays, We had only been together for 7 months at that point. And I honestly thought it would take months because you do hear of those stories. Like, it can take women quite some time. And I was pushing, I think I was turning 30 that year. And lo and behold, 2 days into getting home, we conceived. And I'm sure you girls know what it's like when you go for that first scan. Our first ultrasound. I remember thinking, a bestie we can take to Europe. I'm so excited. And the lady, because I was so early, but it was quite obvious that I was pregnant. I was overheating, eating the craziest, weirdest concoctions of foods and drinks. And she was like, okay, I have some news. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's just going to tell me I've got like an ulcer because I've been eating like an absolute pig. Like something's wrong. And she's like, here's a baby and a heartbeat. And that feeling's okay, the baby's safe and cool, we can move on. And then she moves the ultrasound. I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
And she was like, and here's another baby and a heartbeat. I remember grabbing Tom and clawing him with my nails. And I was like, what have you done? I just wasn't prepared. Like, I can't even take care of myself. And so he wanted to keep it a secret, but because it was me obviously dealing with it and going through it, I just couldn't. I rang before my mum and my family, my 2 best friends, Nana and Celeste. I was like, oh wait, I'm having twins. And it was as soon as we stepped out of the ultrasound, and it was just telling people was so exciting because we both didn't know what we were doing. We'd only known each other for 7 months, but we were so in love, obviously still are. And so I thought, cool, what a journey. We're going to have 2 best friends. But obviously what comes with that is the financial stress, right? Far out. Having to budget for twins.
Yeah.
No one prepares you for that.
Did you have any ideas twins could be on the card, or was obviously it was completely out of nowhere, but was there any inkling? We have a lot of guests come on and they're like, oh, I just had a feeling it might be twins.
It's so funny because anyone that I talk to has mentioned to me, and I've forgotten that I said this. I'd always mentioned, "You watch, I'll have twins." So I think I just manifested it. But
Yeah.
once I went in there, I completely forgot. I thought, my sister's got 3 boys. I'm one of 3 girls. I'm just gonna have a boy, and then we're gonna go again, I'm gonna have another boy, and, like, I just went with that pattern. But I ovulated twice.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's how it happened. The girls are fraternal. Like,
Yeah.
Honey has brown eyes and dark curly hair. Maya has blue eyes and light brown hair. And it's just so cool because they look like little besties. I love it.
Yeah,
I
I
love
love that.
it.
Oh, well, if we get into the pregnancy with the girls, how was pregnancy with you? Obviously, you're a very strong, fit, athletic person. Did that help you in pregnancy, or how was the experience?
Gabby,
No?
you're taking me
Okay.
back to a place I don't want to go to.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, it was. I tell everyone it was the worst time of my life. I don't care what anybody says. It was the worst.
Oh, no.
I we laughed through the whole thing. Don't worry, you can laugh with me.
That's all you've gotta do. It's the only way through.
Oh, because I'm so used to, I guess, carrying myself and treating my body a certain way, and
Yeah.
I didn't really believe my sister when she's like, "No, everything changes. You can't prepare for it because it is different for everyone, no matter your background, whether you're the fittest person on earth or not." And I gained 33 kilos faster than you can say bang, and I had gingivitis, so my gums were like
Mm.
flipping off my
Oh my
teeth.
gosh.
I smelt like crap. I had to take aspirin for preeclampsia.
Yeah.
So that was quite
Oh,
scary. My iron got down to 11, and I remember the heart palpitations every night. I said to Tom, we're going to go public originally, and they just weren't listening to me with, the iron issues. And I said
yeah.
to him, I genuinely feel like I'm going to die on the table. I will pay anything to go private. My dumbass. I had private health, but I didn't have the pregnancy cover. I didn't realize
That
it was a
catches
thing.
so many people out, hey,
I
like,
think that is the most disgusting thing. It
yeah.
should just cover everything. I think that's just a horrible thing to do to women. And so we ended up paying for private health, and my OB pretty much said, 2 more days of this, and you probably would have been having a blood transfusion.
Oh
Like, it
my
was
god. At what
insane.
stage was this at? At what
I would have
stage were you? Yeah.
been 4 months pregnant.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
Right.
and they've
so just
just
terrible. I just felt like I wasn't being heard until I saw, shout out Dr. Scott Sheamer. He's amazing.
Oh, I've heard lots about Scott Shamer.
You need to get him on the pod. He
Like,
makes you want to get pregnant again. Like,
oh, no thanks.
him and his team. I know, yeah. And that's saying something. And yes, I was vomiting every day, sleeping 6 to 7 hours a day. Like, I felt terrible. And I don't know if you girls had this, but certain smells would
Mm.
just set
Oh,
me
yeah.
off. Tom thought I turned autistic overnight because he'd kiss me and then I just wiped my mouth. I just couldn't hack him being near me. As soon as the
Oh,
girls came out, though, everything went away. I couldn't
yeah.
believe it. Like,
Oh, and you forget about it. That's how they make you come
straight
back for
away.
more.
It's a trap. And so after that, yeah, the girls were out for about an hour and I had to go back into the emergency kind of area to let my heart rate, slow down. I'm not in the medical field, but all these things were going on.
Yeah.
Poor Tom's worrying. And I'm just there like, you're full of the drugs and whatever that they give you. I'm like, buddy, I don't even care. Just roll me out so I can see him. Even if this is my last day on earth, just let me see him. But obviously it was all fine in the end.
What
Yeah.
stage did they get to? When did you give birth?
35 weeks.
Yeah, okay. So you're pretty
Yeah.
good.
I said to Scott, I was like, look, I'd like to try natural, but I understand how twin pregnancies can turn out and everything's last minute. Ours was
Yeah.
last minute. Honey's blood cord levels had, I think, increased. You don't want it to increase, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And so he said, pack a bag. I'll see you in 2 days.
Yeah,
And that was
right.
another shock
Oh,
because it's like, I've had so much time to think and plan, but now you never think it's going to happen. Do you know what I mean? Like, you
mm.
get so
Yeah.
used to being pregnant. And I'm like, oh my God, we're going to be a family in like 2 days. I can't. I'm not ready.
It's so weird when you know your date. It is such a strange feeling. I don't even know how to put it into words when you're like,
Yes.
literally in 2 days, our whole world is going to change. And
Oh,
these babies, like, they feel real, but they don't. But they're literally going to be in our arms and we're going to be parents. Like,
yes.
this is bizarre.
Oh, it's so weird. And like, even, they've been inside you the whole time and then they
Yeah.
come out. It's like you've had these little sea monkeys that have been, I can't. It's like a weird science project. And I don't know. I think at the end of the day, it's like, wow, I'm so grateful, regardless of how the pregnancy went and birth, I'm so grateful I got to experience it. So yeah, far out. What a journey.
How did you cope mentally? Like, were you quite anxious in the pregnancy? For like, I know in twin pregnancies, obviously it's higher risk, or were you just too sick to even have time to think about that? And I
I
guess
think
also mentally, like not being able to train and move your body probably was hard for you.
Oh, it was the best break. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
I've
okay.
been, being an elite athlete for what, the better half of 12 years, I think. It made me appreciate being able to just stop and be like a regular, everyday, fun loving person. So that was
Hmm.
quite nice.
Sorry, can
Despite
I
being
ask
But
sick.
what week did you stop? Like, when did you wrap up training?
I stopped running, I want to say, far out, 6 weeks in, 7 weeks.
Yeah.
My SIJ was on fire. So my pelvic floor, everything
Yeah.
was just so sore. I still kept up with F45 maybe twice a week, once to twice. And then it got to the point where I just said to Tom, I need a break. I just can't even think about training because you know what it's like. You're overheating, you're sweating, you feel like you stink. Everyone can smell you, you're uncomfortable. People are looking at you because you're pregnant
You
and
just
everyone
feel
wants to
too
make sure you're
sick to go.
okay. Oh, yeah. And I hate making other people feel uncomfortable. So I'd be like, I'm fine, I'm fine. I'd get in the car and just start vomiting. It was so
That is
bad.
rough. That is
Oh
rough.
Yeah. But
God.
yeah, that's why I'm like, oh, he wants to go again after LA. And I'm like, look, ball's in your court. I just have this weird feeling we'll get twins again. That's all I keep saying.
Double twin
We've had
mums.
two twins that have had two twin mums twice on
Oh my
recently, and
God.
like I sometimes consider a fourth, and now I'm like no way because I'd then have
Hey, well, yeah, yeah.
five. So no, thank you.
Yeah.
That's like a next level. Did you ever feel there was like pressure, despite how you were feeling, to maintain your physical fitness given your career being an elite athlete?
Oh, it's funny. I feel my coach is great. He was like, look, I'll see you when I see you. Don't even
Yeah,
worry. I think he was just as shocked. But we came up with a plan and so I'm being coached by Kathy Freeman's old coach, and he's
yeah.
80 now.
Wow.
But the wisdom and patience he has, he was so easy to talk to because he said, Morgan, you're not making any team anytime soon being pregnant. So why would we bother right now? Just go and enjoy that time. And we are
Yeah.
so close and intertwined that people might have tried to put pressure on us and question what we were doing post. A lot of people thought I was retiring. And
Hmm.
it was just quite nice having him and Tom and my family to lean on because it's like, well, they're going to try and put pressure on me, but it's my career. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the best part about being in an individual sport is you get to make
You're
the
not.
shot, call the shots, and make the moves, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
You know your
and
body better than anyone else.
yeah, and I think it was actually the one time in my career where people would make the excuse for me, like, oh, don't even stress you're pregnant. Because, your body changes, you're not used to the shape or whatever. And like, Morgan, you're pregnant, relax. Whereas when I'm at my fittest, that's when they want to be like, you've got cellulite, you're fat, rah, rah,
Oh
rah.
no.
I know, and I said to Tom, I might have to get pregnant more often.
It gives you a break. It gives you
Yeah,
a
it
break.
gives you a break, yeah.
Oh,
So I wonder if it would have been like more pressure if it was just one baby, because it's two, like everyone's like, oh, just leave her alone.
Yeah.
That's too
Oh,
hard.
Gabby, I can be a dragon as well, so I think they knew not to come for me.
Oh,
all those hormones running wild.
Yeah.
So then you go from this incredibly structured life as an athlete where so much of your day and your body is within your control to newborn twins where
Mm,
absolutely nothing is in your control. What
no.
do you remember most about those first few weeks you brought the twins home?
They were honestly amazing from the start. Like, so they were in NICU for 2.5 weeks.
Okay.
Honey was 1.7 kilos,
Oh, wow.
and
So little.
I know she was tiny, and Maya was only 2.2, so they were
Yep.
both small. And all they had to do was grow, essentially. Like, thank God, everything went well. So we were in and out of hospital every single day. We'd spend the morning with them, go home for 2 hours. I'd sleep, I'd pump, come back, drop off the milk, spend lunch till the afternoon, and do the same thing. Go home, have dinner, come back, feed them again with the nurses, kiss them goodnight. And it was just on repeat for 2.5 weeks. And it honestly just broke my heart to see how overworked the nurses were and how stressed they were, but what a good job they do. And
Mhm.
then families who they're not necessarily waiting for their babies to grow. Their issues are a lot worse than what I was going through. So I think that was a real eye-opener, and it made me realize from an early stage, just be thankful for the position you're in. They'll be home soon. They're growing and everything's going well. But yeah, I would not wish that on my worst enemy, having to spend time in NICU,
Mhm.
experiencing, like, it's like secondhand heartbreak, right?
Yeah.
And that really killed me. I remember, obviously, my hormones are running wild, but I think motherhood made me so empathetic towards other people and what they're going through that I was just like, fuck, Tom, I've actually got to get out of here because it's killing me every single day. I feel like it's just the emotions are getting worse and worse. But yeah, the good thing about the nurses is that they got the girls into such a nice routine that they sleep in separate cots, but they fall asleep at the same time. One can cry, the other one's not waking up. They're so used to it. NICU, you
Yeah.
share a room with 6 babies.
Yeah. We hear this all the time that like NICU babies come out with the best routines.
But we also, I think, got used to it because when it was time to take them home, I remember just staring over their little bassinets and I was like to Tom, what do we do? Like, I would ask him questions like, are we allowed to feed them now? He was like, Morgan, they're our kids. Because the nurses did such a perfect job. I was just like, I can't do what they did. The
Can
Oh,
we
it's
take them home?
intimidating. Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it? And that drive home, it's so funny. Everyone says that drive home is the slowest drive of your life.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. I was like, oh, it'll be fine. Tom's driving. He obviously has to go over a few speed humps. And the death stares, I was like, you idiot. Slower. He's like, Morgan, if I go any slower, I'm going to be in reverse. Like, would you relax?
Oh my gosh, bless. No. Oh, that, mother's instinct is kicking in.
Oh, it's crazy. I never thought I'd be like that.
I know it's like it's crazy how quickly you can change overnight.
Oh my God. And it's nice to put others before yourself. Like, I've
Yeah.
been so selfish with my career. Even now, yeah, I still get the time to train. But if the girls, obviously, were a little bit older and could speak English and said, Mum, we want you to quit, I'd be like, cool, I'll quit. I don't like, it's your world now, not mine. And I really appreciate that. And it's
Yeah.
taught me to like tell my friends that I love them and give them hugs. They know it's not really my thing. It's softened me a lot.
Yeah, becoming a mum, just everything that you thought was important and all your priorities, it completely
Oh,
like shifts them into another gear. Like
yeah.
it's crazy like how all your perspective changes and things that
Oh,
matter don't matter anymore, and it's just all about your little family unit.
isn't it the best? Like,
Yeah, I love
nothing
it.
matters. You know
No.
what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
good.
Was there anything about twin motherhood that completely surprised you?
Um, Other than the price of everything. Oh, geez, honestly, I think that's a real killer. I think it's also, I feel it shouldn't come as a surprise, but it always does. It's just the comments that people make.
Yeah.
I think I'm just tired about that because I'm a bit of a smart ass. So I do try to deflect away from the negativity or just stupid shit. Sorry, I do swear a lot. I'm trying to like
No,
rein
you're
it
right.
in.
No, we swear too. Don't worry.
Yeah. Or like, I think for me, the issue was people having an opinion when they're not a twin mum. That's the one thing that would rub me the wrong way. It's like, yeah, you can have the 2 under 2 and 3 under 5, but you have never had 2 at the same time at the same age, screaming and crying and, going off their nut. So I just didn't want to hear it. And I said to Tom, let's just delete all the apps, like all
Okay.
the pregnancy apps. I need a break from that because I feel pressured and I'm always on my phone. And let's just kind of go with the flow. So really early, we change that vibe to whatever they want and need in the moment. We do that. We're not going to listen to anyone else. And unless it's really bad, his sister, Jen, she's amazing. She's a nurse. So if we ever see a rash or there's a cough, I'm just like, message Jen,
Yeah.
ASAP.
No, but I love that you deleted the apps. Like I had all my friends go, oh, you need this app and you need to track
Ugh.
this and you need to track that. And I was so overwhelmed and I ended up doing the
Mm.
same thing. I just deleted them. Like I had a bit of a routine and schedule
Yeah,
that I
same.
followed. But apart from that, I never recorded anything in the apps. I just had no apps the whole time. Like
Oh,
people ask me
yeah.
all the time, like, what apps did you use? Can you let me know? I'm like, no, I did nothing. Like nothing
Yeah,
at
and you
all.
save so much energy and just peace of mind. And the apps cost money.
Yeah.
Honestly, they invite you in. Oh, we're cute and aesthetic, and your baby's gonna sleep the best for $59.99 a month. I'm like, oh my God, it's the last thing I need.
And it's like when they get a bit older, then it's all about the leaps and stuff. And I think that can make mothers nervous, like, "Oh, my
Yeah.
child hasn't done this yet." But, like, we've had experts on, and these things don't all like, they don't turn 4 months and exactly,
Uh,
this happens, or at 6 months, this definitely happens. So, I didn't love the pressure that it kind of put on us.
yeah, because then you start comparing, and
Yeah.
what's that? This is baby brain, but what's that saying? Comparison is is the
Yeah,
thief
they're the
of
thief
joy.
of joy.
Thief of joy, yeah.
The joy of thieves.
I was nodding along like, "Yeah, that's right."
Something about comparison and stealing the joy.
It's just
Yeah.
not good.
Um,
It's not good.
yeah.
And then, like, indirectly with your twins as well, because you've got these apps and, like,
Mm.
one twin's ahead of the other. You're then
Oh,
going, "What's wrong with the other twin?" Like,
I know,
yeah.
and that's what I didn't want to do. It's like Maya's teeth came through months before Honey. Honey was a little gummy shark, but then Honey's walking before Maya, and I was like, you know what? They're gonna grow up,
Yeah.
regardless. They will grow up, and it'll all be fine.
Yeah.
Like there's so much technology and information out there if we need it. But I look back at my mum and how they parented. Back in the 90s,
Yeah.
they didn't have any of this, and they did
No,
just fine.
Oh, I send
exactly.
Sinead these memes all the time from like that thing about growing up in the 90s and how much better it was.
Oh,
It's
oh,
just,
yeah,
Yeah,
there was
honestly.
no
so
pressure. We just had
nostalgic.
cordial and
Mhm.
like, oh, anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're someone who was used to pushing your body physically and mentally. Did that help you in the newborn stage, or was twin motherhood a completely different kind of hard?
Um, it's so funny, like, it's a different kind of hard for sure. It's a fun hard. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed it, to be honest. But I think also, like, the way I grew up and what I had gone through as a kid, it just made me appreciate what I have. Like, almost tried to join a mother's group, and for me, I just couldn't be around the negativity.
Yeah.
And I would honestly just refer it to my upbringing, like it wasn't the best upbringing. So who am I to complain about babies that just want to be fed or just need a nappy change, or they're just emotional and they're so young and fresh to this world that they don't know how to regulate their emotions. So I feel like the girls are 16, 17 months now, but for the most part, every time something would go wrong, Tom and I would just laugh at each other. We're like, if we don't laugh, we're going to cry. Let's just keep laughing. Ha ha ha
I
ha.
love it.
Yeah. And I think that's one, I just try to look at the positives all the time because I know it can be stressful. You're lacking sleep. But yeah, I'm like, mate, kids overseas are getting literally bombed. Like, who am I to complain about two little angels that, might cry every now and then? And I know that mentality might not be for everyone, but it's kind of what works for me. And even with athletics, we're so used to having to travel the world, different countries. You don't speak the language, different foods. We're not used to it. You lose your luggage, all these things going on. That I think one of the strengths it taught me is just to adapt, at the drop of a hat and things will change. And unless it's like a red alert serious, to just try and, I lean on Tom a lot for that
Yeah.
stuff. Like he's the most calm, stoic person. And I think that's why it works because he's just like still water and I'm this fucking raging, fiery pit. And I love it
I love
because he
it.
lets me be me.
Well, that's very important.
Yeah, yeah.
And do you think if we look at it in contrast, do you think becoming a mum has actually changed you as an athlete?
Oh, 1,000%. It is so funny. Like, it makes me realize how much I love my job and how much I love the sport, but then also that it is just running.
Yeah.
When I retire, I'm still going to have the best family ever and life goes on. But it's just like, okay, I get 2 hours a day to myself. Running's my outlet, but it's not the be all and end all. Whereas I used to think, oh my God, what are sponsors going to say? What are people going to say? And now it just you know what it's like? It's
Yeah.
like care factor's just gone out the window. And I love that. Like, it honestly gave me a new challenge as well because I said to my coach, we've got a year to try and get back onto the international circuit. This is actually a fun way to do it. It's something different and exciting. It's, keeping me in the sport because it's so foreign. But yeah, again, like I said, athletics could end tomorrow. And that's like the power of motherhood and having starting a family, is that you just don't care if it does. As long as your family's safe and happy, I'm like, whatever, running,
So
okay.
true.
I love
No,
your
but
perspective.
I
love
love
it.
your
Yeah.
perspective on everything. It's so positive, and like that's
Yeah.
the best way to be. I
I
love
feel
that.
like life's too short, right? And
Absolutely.
yeah, my one thing, like for the longest time, I was doing a bit of work with a charity I grew up in, Cottage by the Sea. They're actually down in Geelong.
Oh, yeah.
And it just makes you realize every kid deserves a chance and every kid deserves to be happy. That's baseline for me, safe and happy. Like, As long as the girls are that, are cool.
Yeah, I
That's all
love
they need.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a nice perspective because sometimes you get bogged down in like trying to do everything perfectly. And with social media, it's like even harder
Oh,
because everyone's
yeah.
telling you need to be doing this and that and whatever. And you're right. You just need to be loved and feel loved and happy.
Yeah, that's free.
Yeah.
It costs nothing.
With twins, we need free. So, all
Yeah.
right, if we go to your career though and getting back into your career, when did you decide it was time? Did you have a
Ooh.
plan like before?
Kind of. The plan was always LA. So I gave birth in 2025,
Yeah.
May, and I said to my coach, whatever happens between now and LA, at least we've got 3 years to get there. I don't really care. And then he came up with a timeline. I think you can hit this time by this month. We can do this by next year. We still need to try and make worlds in 2027 because it's a good stepping stone. And then training was just so consistent and going so well. I thought, you know what? Let's just go to Japan this year. I think I'll do well. I think I'll run well enough. I hope he watches this because I tell him all the time. He thought I was going to stick with 53.5 in the 400. And I said, you wait, I'll run 52.2. And his eyes nearly popped out of his head. But it's just the power of belief and manifestation. I was like, mate, you coached the gold medal. You know what I mean? Like, I have so much belief that we can do it. I love our training. And so, yeah, I think I had 8 weeks postpartum. I was allowed to start walking. I had a C-section.
Yeah.
Holy, not going to swear. Holy moly.
Holy
That,
moly.
I was not ready for the recovery. Mate, I think that actually messed me up more than anything mentally because
Hmm.
even just trying to sit up out of bed, hard, coughing hard, laughing hard, breathing, everything was hard from the moment the girls came out till about 8 to 12 weeks postpartum. And so I was allowed to walk 500 meters. First thing in the morning, I'd be like, see you, Tom, going for a walk. And one time I pushed it. I did a lap of the Albert Park Lake, and I should have only done half and came home. And I said to him, I was like, fuck, you're going to have to call Dr. Scott. I've done something. Like, I was convinced that
Oh.
I'd torn my stitches. And he pulled me right back. He was like, Morgan, I tried telling you, like, it's pretty serious. I know you're an athlete, but this is like lower abdominal surgery.
They
This
cut
isn't
through
a
7
joke.
layers.
Yeah. And I need a panel. I need someone to do something for, say, International Women's Day or whatever to really talk about C-sections because I used to think, yep, he's just going to cut through 7 layers. It's just 7 layers. Like, whatever, I'll come back.
What
The
do people
hardest thing
say?
I've
It's
ever
the
gone
easy way
through.
out. It's the easy way
Oh,
out.
oh,
It ain't. I've done
ow.
both. It
Yeah.
is not.
You
Oh,
can speak to it,
oh.
Gabby.
Oh, you've
Yeah.
done both.
I've done both, and it
Oh,
is the fucking hard way out.
yeah, it is fucking hard. And I wasn't even cleared to do abs until like 6 months in. I just
Oh,
couldn't sit
wow.
up. Yeah, I wanted to take my time because I think I rushed a little
Yeah.
bit with the
Yeah.
running and all of that. And I was also scared, like any kind of pulling action or like, lifting. Oh, I'm just taking myself back. It was so painful. It was
Yeah.
so painful. So,
It's coming
yeah, it
back to me
went,
too, like that disconnect. It's like you were
oh,
so strong in your abs before, and then you feel
yeah,
like it's not all joint together.
yeah.
Like
Oh.
I don't even know how to put it
It's like
into
I can
words.
feel it again.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, sorry, we started with walking for 2 to 3 months, walking, jogging. Then I'd only do the warm up at training. That was maybe 4 months in. And that's like a 2K jog. That was really hard. And it wasn't until about 6 months in when we were, really starting to roll. And then within 10 months, we were back. But yeah, the first 6 months, it was the hardest hardest comeback of my career. And I know people say, I do believe in mum strength 100%. I just feel like it's not just your hormones and whatever else is going on internally, but it's definitely a mental thing because you realize what you can do off no sleep. You realize what you can do when you're under the pump trying to raise 2 children. And that just made me stronger. I think that's what made me stronger physically. It's like far out. If I can do that, I can do anything. So, yeah.
I feel like, any normal mum is still just trying to get back to some level of fitness. I can't imagine trying to come back to elite athlete level. Do you actually think that you're like fitter than you were before?
Yeah, I'm crazy though.
That's
That's
amazing.
the other. I always tell when mums ask, I'm like, look, I'm a little crazy, but it's also different. Like when you're trying to go to the Olympics, I think I've got a team around me, so I'm very fortunate and lucky. And I think I forget that I've got professionals helping me. Because sometimes people are like, you make it look so easy. I'm like, yeah, whatever. But then I feel bad because it's like, oh, well, this is all I've known and it's always there. And I just wish I could kind of give that to mums who don't necessarily have that support and want to get back. Because, yeah, it is really tough sometimes to find time for yourself, time for your family. Then you've got to give your husband a break as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a juggling act.
Was there ever a
Amen.
point where you felt like choosing between your career and your kids?
Oh, every day.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah,
Well,
because,
it's
it's
not just
like,
me.
yeah, no, every day. It's just so hard because trying to race on the circuit is so expensive, right? Like people think it's a European summer, but you always come home in the red with last minute flights and last minute races and trying to focus on yourself. But then I'm also like, wow, now I have to budget and make sure the girls are sorted too. Do I really, really want this? And I sit down with Tom. He's amazing. I sit down with him almost twice a week, 3 times a week, and I'm like, "Are you okay? This is another week. This is what I've got this week. I'm going to be away a lot. I'm going away for a month." And we did say we'd sit down after LA, depending on how we're both feeling. The girls will be 3. And I was like, look, if we get through the next 2.5 years and you want me to quit, because he carries, most of the time, he's carrying 80 to 90% of the load now. I was like, baby, as soon as I cross that line, you tell me where you want to go and I'll book you a one-way ticket. And the girls and I will meet you at home.
I
Like,
love it.
yeah,
Such a good
you
dynamic
really-
that you guys have, though.
if the roles were reversed, I always tell him, I'm like, couldn't be me. You are not going to Europe solo.
No
Oh my
way.
God. Well, as you touched on, your career obviously involves travel. Do the twins generally travel with you, or are there times where you're away from them?
Yeah, so this was our first year doing it. They came to Japan later in the schedule, which was really nice. I thought, you know what, let's get their passport stamps going. I really think it's important for them to see the world, and I want that to be a big part of their upbringing. Europe, they didn't.
You're a
I
summer.
feel so bad. I know. I was on the plane like, yes. And then after a week, I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to get home. And so I started planning, that early departure to surprise Tom. But we just pick and choose. It depends on what Tom can do with his work. If we've got family that can help, get them over there and back. We have a nanny every now and then. She's like a bestie. So it really is hard, but I think now I did tell Tom I'd be more intentional with the trips overseas. So I wouldn't go over for as long, try and get the races in, come home, because I think it's made me realize, and I was talking to Sally Pearson a few years ago when she was still active, and she was like, Morgan, I've qualified for every major and I usually do most of my races and whatever and training in Australia. So it can be done if you have the right setup. And it just depends on what we can do at that point in time with everyone's schedules, really.
Yeah, because how much, like when you go overseas, like say you're going to Europe, obviously it's going to take you a couple of days to like adjust to jet lag and I guess weather and everything like that. What's the shortest amount of time you can kind of be away?
Europe, I think it's hard. I'd like to think I could do 2 weeks, but they usually say minimum 3.
Right.
Yeah,
It must be
to
so
get over
tough to be away.
Oh.
I know, like, there's moments like me and Gabby always joking about going on
like,
holidays.
sounds nice.
Yeah.
And I had to go away for work once for a couple of days, and it was so hard. I was so sad and torn up about it. But when I was there, I was like, oh wow, like,
I needed this.
Yeah, I needed this. Well, it was actually a lot of work, but in my mind, it was meant to be like that. But, but yeah, how do you navigate that? Like, how do you, the guilt and like,
yeah.
Just that motherly, like, the bond. You want to be with your babies, but then you've got to do this for you as well and for your family.
Yeah, I think the one thing I miss, I wish they got to see Europe and we could all just, play in the ocean and whatever. That's what killed me, was the fact that they didn't get to experience that yet.
Yeah.
But honestly, Sinead, I'm not even going to lie. I fucking love myself. I was like to Tom, you are going to get the best, most tan version of me if I just go and run fast, get some sun.
We love an honest queen, so.
I am all for being selfish. I always say you need your own time to be the best version of yourself. And that's when your daughters, or sons, sorry, as well, will pick up on that and be like, oh my God, mummy's happy, mummy's present, and that's why I can see with Tom, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to get this guy a boys' trip somewhere or even
Yeah.
just a retreat because now he needs his reset.
But I love that you're always thinking of him too, because it's so easy to
Oh,
fall
I
into
know.
that trap. Like, this is
Yeah.
my career, blah, blah, blah. But like, he is doing a lot at home too and working himself. So it's like so nice that you're still,
Yeah.
keeping that in
You're
mind.
selfish, but you're also not selfish because you're thinking of
Yeah.
him.
But
Don't
also,
worry about
Gabby,
it.
are we booking Europe now or
Ah,
what?
Do
well,
it. Do it.
yeah,
I tell
please.
everyone.
Look, I'm booking 2 nights at Crown for my birthday. That's as far as I'm getting.
See,
But
It's gonna be
even that though,
it's gonna be good for
I'm
the soul.
so for it.
oh,
Yeah, I'm
I like I'm
unapologetic.
going to read a book and I'm going to go to
Yeah.
the spa and I'm going to take myself out to Nobu and it's going to be the best time ever. Like I just need that
Yeah.
reset. And I'm not running like I'm not an athlete.
It's actually better that you're
We
not.
are doing a challenge right now though.
Yes,
Oh,
but
really?
I'm not an elite athlete. But you do need a break. Like, and I'm at that
100%.
point where I'm burnt out and I've just acknowledged that and noticed that and said to my husband, yeah, like to be a better mum, I just need a little reset
100%.
for me. Yeah. And I think
Yeah.
it's okay to need that. Like,
Totally. When she
Yeah,
told me
'cause
about it, I was like, Andy, Gabby is going away for 2 nights. So I think I'm going to do that too. 'Cause it
do you
sounds
want to come to
Yeah.
Crown with me? You can find out.
Yeah. Oh my God, go to Spice Temple, one of my favorite restaurants. Are you
Yes.
joking? Like,
Well, I'll
I
go
think that's
everywhere. We've got 2 nights.
it.
I will work my way through all of Crown.
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I've
So
gone
like
off track.
what is the hardest part for like being away from the kids?
Oh, the thing that really killed me is they grow up so fast. You do miss milestones. I think that was the saddest thing is like, they're now speaking, they're walking. Well, Honey's running. Jesus Christ, she's so quick. She's so cheeky. I could go on about that all day. But that's what really killed me. I came home and I'm like, oh my God, you girls are so big. And I've now missed what I want to say in the space of 17 months, at least 2.5 months of their growth and development. And there are things you want to see because once it's gone, it doesn't come back, right? Like
Yeah.
they're going to be adults, what feels like very soon.
Oh, it goes so
Uh,
fast.
yeah, and I think that's what made me really, really sad. And that's the hardest part. I really don't want to miss too much of that over the next few years because they're like the most precious years ever. And then, they grow up, they want to leave home, they're fighting with them,
They don't
there's
want to borrow
drinking
you.
and boys and
Yeah.
girls and parties. And I like to tell them, I might as well soak this up while we can,
Yeah.
while they still are into us. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, absolutely.
it's
Do you-
really tough.
Oh, I can imagine. Do you have any like rituals to stay connected, like while you're traveling? Like I imagine like
Yeah.
FaceTime every day.
Oh, it's so cute. We FaceTime every night. We always send updates as well. Tom and I, we're even texting from like the other room. We're so weird. And I'm a bit of a geek. Like, obviously, you girls know I've got Korean, but I'm studying Spanish or whatever. But when I travel, I write postcards. So I used to do it to Mum,
so
10 years
cute.
ago when I was on the circuit. And it's just nice because Tom will get them. The girls can read them when they're a little bit older. But I always do
so
try to bring home a
special.
gift or, just because I understand, even family aside, not everyone gets to experience the life of an athlete and the way we live. And we sometimes forget how privileged we are, I think. So yeah, it's just the small, more sentimental things that I like to do. I don't even know if Tom likes them. He's probably like this
It's
cheesy.
in the bin.
yeah.
Surely not.
No.
But yeah, as long as we're in touch, as long as they're safe, then I'm sweet.
Yeah, nice.
Social media often shows the highlights, but every family has chaos behind the scenes. When you're not traveling the world, what does a normal day look like for your family?
Oh my gosh, normal day.
If there is a normal.
Yeah. And so, because we're in a really good routine, I just feel so bad because for me, oh my God, this is so bad. It's like, it's not, I don't know, the girls are just so cool and chill. Like people want to come over and hang out. And I'm like, well, you're going to have to kind of like really insert yourself because they've got each other and we don't really intervene unless they want our attention. But, we wake up, I make Tom coffee. I try to do the morning shift. So from 5 a.m. because Honey's an early morning party. From 5 a.m. till lights out, she's go, go, go.
There's always
And
one.
Maya can sleep in 12 hours straight. So Honey and I make daddy coffee. I do the change. Sometimes I try to wait till Tom wakes up to change him because I'm sorry, but poo first thing in the morning, I just can't hack. And when there's two
No.
of them, I'm not doing it. Morning walk with the dog. I'll go to training, come back. This is when the girls aren't in daycare. And then I'll just pretty much hang out with them all day. So they'll play, we paint, we draw. We try to it's not like we're strictly no screens. I'm strictly no annoying songs. So they've never heard Baby Shark I can't. Not in my house. I will be putting
Too
on Real
overstimulating.
Housewives of Beverly Hills. You can watch Lisa Rinna. You're not watching Baby Shark. That is my only rule. But we're not strict on the no screen time. They're just not into it, which is quite lucky.
That's good.
Yeah, so I'm just hanging out with them until their nap. We play a bit more, and then I go to training. Tom does dinner and, bath time, and then I
So is
get
it
home.
2 training sessions a day, is it?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Every day.
Almost, yeah. So
Oh my
about,
God.
say, 6 days I'm training, at least 4, 3 to 4 are double at the moment. It lightens off, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have the best daycare center. So the girls, when they're in daycare, we get time to ourselves. I mean, poor Tom is still working. And then on the weekends, we just try to see family and hang out. I think we're still quite, I don't know, we're like recluse at the moment. If people want to hang out, it really has to be planned 2 months in advance because I just can't be bothered. I'm so tired with training, lack of sleep,
Yeah.
putting all this energy into 2 babies. So yeah, I don't know. We definitely try to go with the flow, but a lot of it does happen at home.
Yeah, you're in your
Yeah,
bubble.
local. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I love that. We're both homebodies.
Particularly at that age, though. I was not going anywhere
no.
at that age.
Yeah.
It's
Did you find it was did you feel weirdly guilty? I don't know. The other day I was a bit like, oh, is this normal? But then I'm also loving it.
loving
I think
it.
every twin mum goes
yeah.
through that stage, and then I think you'll
Yeah.
a few months later, a year later, you'll be like, okay, we go out all the time, and then we recluse again, and then we go out all the time. I think it's constantly changing, and when you find your
Changing.
rhythm, it changes again, as you know. And I think it goes the same with actually leaving the house as well. We go through real homebody periods, and I feel a bit
It's wild.
guilty, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah, should get
okay.
out more.
There's every little stage, though. And then, we were talking about this on the podcast the other week, how you're in the next stage and then you're wishing that you were back in the other stage. It's just be grateful for
Isn't it wild? Yeah,
each stage.
100%.
You touched on daycare, but I guess obviously to pursue your career, there needs to be a village. It's not possible. Is daycare your village? Do you have family support?
Yeah, it's so being on this podcast has made me realize a lot of things. the Kylie Jenner, we're realizing stuff. Because I do tell people we found it hard. I think Tom's found it a lot harder than myself because I still, have Europe and athletics and whatever, and he's very much, the mum and the dad at the moment. But it is easy in the sense that we have daycare. The girls are in there 3 days a week. We just needed that. We needed breathing room. And I do love daycare. They learn so much. They make friends.
So much. It's so good.
And it's family owned. It's just awesome. His parents fly down whenever I'm away. They're from Canberra.
Mm-hmm.
His sisters are amazing. His brother is amazing. One of his sisters lives here and she's obsessed. She's so cute. And then my mum tries to come up almost every weekend, which is really nice. But anyone in our circle, I just tell them, look, if you want to hang out, just come over. You know where we live. The door's always open. Just fucking don't try to plan with me because I'll be out training. I come home, hang out with them, but then I'm off training again. So one thing I think athletics taught me as well, and because it is an individual sport, we're so used to asking for help. So I think that's why it came quite easily when I was like, Mum, we want to do date night, or, Bestie, we want to do date night. Do you want to hang out with the girls? And everyone just loves them. It's so cute. I'm kind of take them, have them.
Oh, no, that's so good.
Yeah, we have a really good system at the moment, and everyone in our lives, they're just being so amazing and so patient. I don't know how they do it. It's to just drop your life for kids that aren't even yours. I find that so admirable. Yeah,
Absolutely.
100%. I need your village. Do they want to come to Geelong?
Can I say, Gabby, my mum actually would. That's the craziest part. She's the best grandma you will ever meet. Oh my God.
Perfect. We'll chat after this.
Okay, Morgan, we finish every episode with some rapid fire questions. So first thing that just comes to mind, are you ready?
No, I'm so not good at rapid fire. Everyone knows this.
Oh, honestly, no one ever does rapid fire. It's always we end up having a 5-minute convo for each one. Okay. 3 words to describe twin motherhood.
Fun, horrific. No, horrific in a good way. Fun. Oh, what was the other word? I feel like once baby brain kicks in, and I'm trying to learn 3 languages,
Yes.
but English is now the 3rd. Like, I just
I'm sorry to
fun.
tell you, it doesn't get better. Like, I'm 3 years in and the baby
Oh,
brain,
no
I think, is
way.
actually getting worse. So,
Oh my
I don't
God. And I no, but Sinead, I actually feel so dumb. Like,
and, like, 'cause I can't give you any pointers because I'm just getting dumber by the day. I
Oh,
don't know
yeah.
what I tell Gabby all the time, like, my brain doesn't work.
I want you to answer the question in Korean.
I'm only like 10 weeks in. It's like the hardest language to learn. 안녕하세요. Fun. No, I won't say horrific. I meant like thrilling. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you just don't know what they're gonna do. They're always trying to eat something. They're always falling over something. And just I'd say unique in a good way. Again, no one take that in a negative light.
That's
No,
nice.
no, no.
Special,
We get it.
special.
We get
Yeah.
it. There's no judgment here. The biggest misconception about having twins.
Oh, is that they want to do the same thing. Even now, Honey and Maya are their own forces. They are twins, born at the same time, but they are not the same person, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
And your biggest parenting hack.
Oh, again, for the lack of a better guess saying, I've always said this to myself and it seemed to have worked. The less you care, the easier it is. So don't stress about the small stuff. The less we've cared, it's been the best fucking journey.
No, it's so true. It's so true.
I'm
Yeah.
going to take
Love
that
it.
advice. What is your guilty pleasure when you finally get 5 minutes to yourself?
A one-way ticket to Europe.
Or the Real Housewives.
Oh, every single season.
Oh,
Real
it's so
Housewives,
good.
easily. Yeah.
It's so good. What's one thing you're proud of since becoming a mum?
I'm proud of. Ooh. Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm proud of whipping Tom into shape. He's just got back. I hope you can hear that. No, I am proud. What? Oh, I think I'm proud of being selfless and empathetic. That's something I didn't think I would be able to do, and they've taught me a lot about that version of myself. And I'm very proud that I can do that with vulnerability. I used to shy away from it. So, yeah. I think my friends appreciate it too. Oh my God, Morgan's softened a little bit.
Sure they do.
No, seriously, I was like so bad.
Motherhood changes us, doesn't it?
It
Wild.
does.
I still don't
And-
feel like a mum. I don't know. Like, do you still feel like it's like a teenage pregnancy? Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just enrolled
Like-
my eldest in school, and I'm like, what? I can't be a school mum.
That's insane.
Like, I just finished.
I
Seriously.
just graduated.
Oh,
It's
do
crazy.
you ever stop yourself?
I literally write the wrong age on like forms by
Oh,
accident because I'm
yeah.
like, how am I this age already? And how am I a mother? And how, like, I have to like
I feel
keep-
like a kid.
yeah, it's wild. It's
Oh,
so
I'm so
wild.
glad because sometimes I'll be like, even when I was in Europe, I'd stop and be like, shit, I actually have like daughters.
I know. Even saying like daughter, like my daughter or my son for the very first time was
Wild.
such a bizarre feeling.
Oh,
Like I
my
loved it, but I was like,
God. Yeah.
oh, like I'm
Yeah.
a mom. Weird.
Oh my
my
God,
favorite
so
though,
wild.
my favorite is when you're not with your kids and you tell someone you have kids and they're like, "What? No," and I'm like, "Yeah, I do."
I know twins.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
So how old are
Uh,
your kids?
I've got a
Both- all of you-
5-year-old, and then I've got that 3-year-old twins on Sunday. They turn 3.
Oh
And
my
mine are
God, little
3.
Leos.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
what? Same age? Pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah. Mine were 3 in April, so a little bit older than
Yeah.
Gabby's. But yeah, we're the same year. It's crazy.
Boys, girls? What?
Boy, girls.
Boy, girls. We both got boy, girls. Yeah.
Are you joking? Oh my God.
So we
that's
like,
what are they-
Gabby and I back and forth, like, does yours do this? Does yours do that? Like,
Oh my God, that's so cute.
yeah, we love it. We lucked
Oh.
out. We're so stoked.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
can I just ask, do you
Sure.
one thing that like kind of makes me laugh, I don't know if I hate it or not, when people are like, you had 2, you don't have to go again.
Oh,
you
yeah.
feel like-
I hate that.
Oh, you already had 2. You did 2 in 1. And I'm like,
Or like,
Yeah.
you're so lucky. You did one and done or whatever.
okay.
That.
So it's, yes, that
yeah,
one.
people say it all the time, and I'm like, look, I don't know. I don't know if I'm done, but it's like,
Yeah.
I want it to be my decision. Like,
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's
I never thought I'd
it's
get a
not-
bit weird about that.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
think
oh.
it's just
so
like,
many
I-
comments.
yeah,
that
I
are-
think it's like a passing comment that they don't put thought in. It's just like that easy thing to say, and then like they don't really actually think of what they're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Or from their perspective, if they've had a few kids, they might be like, oh, it's just easy to like do it all in one pregnancy and do it all at one time. But like, as we
That's
know,
nice.
yeah, it's not like that.
Like, you know, one is
Rainbows and
hard. So
sunshine.
can you imagine two at one time? Like,
Yeah. I just think people don't think about
They
it.
don't get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I've got one more question. One more rapid fire.
yeah. Yes.
Finally, what is the hill you die on when it comes to raising multiples?
Oh, what is the hill I die on? Oh, people are going to hate me for saying this. And I say this to my mates who ask about, you know, the rules that we have in our house with the kids, you know, like no screen time, no lollies, no sugar, la, la, la. And a hill I'm willing to die on is who gives a shit because they're going to get to fucking 18 years old and party and get into alcohol and go missing and lie to you. So I don't care if they've had an M&M for dinner. I don't care if they're eating gluten at the age of 3. That's like, a lot of people don't agree, but I look at my upbringing as a teenager and I'm like, oh my God, screen time is the least of my worries right now.
But isn't it true? Isn't it true the ones that had stricter parents, like those are the kids that rebelled?
They seek it out. They seek
Don't
it out.
come for me though. I'm just
Sugar.
saying what I saw.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what I saw.
Yeah, 100%. Like when you try to rein them in and keep them on a leash, they're
Yeah.
the ones that are just fucking naughty as because they never had that breathing room.
Exactly.
But I did tell Tom, I was like, look, buddy, I grew up with no rules. Like a single mum with 3 crazy girls, you'd understand. So if you do want a little bit of, you know, structure, you got to come up with that. I don't even care.
I love it. I love it. Well, Morgan, thank you so much for joining us on All at Once. Your story is such a powerful reminder that motherhood and ambition can exist together, even when the path looks completely different to what you imagined. We know so many parents, especially those raising twins and multiples, will see themselves in your honesty and around your juggle, the guilt, the joy, and everything in between. So anyone wanting to keep up with Morgan's journey, we'll have all of her details linked in the show notes. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thanks,
It's been
girls. That was so
much
fun.
fun.
That was so fun.
Amazing.
You guys are so funny. I love it.
Oh, we could chat all day.
That's a wrap for today on All at Once.
We hope you laughed, maybe cried a little, and most importantly, felt seen while navigating the chaos of raising multiples.
We release new episodes every week. Subscribe to keep them coming.
And if you want more in between, you can find us on TikTok and Instagram, sharing behind the scenes moments, practical tips, and exclusive guest insights. Or watch the full episode on YouTube.
It's messy, loud, and beautiful. Life with multiples all at once.